This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by NewHampshireFreePress.com. New Hampshire freedom activists gathered to protest the arrest of indie reporter Sam Dodson. Weeks later, I am in jail for doing the same thing, videotaping in a courtroom lobby. As my jail stay nears its end, fellow inmates have questioned whether Free Staters are really very effective. They change their tune when they see some of these same people appearing outside the jail in large numbers. It's July 12, 2009, and 40 liberty activists swarm the jail grounds. They're there to welcome me out. Watching this spectacle from inside, one of the inmates who had questioned what we were doing says, "I gotta give y'all props." His name is Robert, and he had an interesting take on my civil disobedience. He questions civil disobedience on the ground that it triggers taxpayer expense. And at that moment, one of my controversial decisions pays off. After my arrest for videotaping in the lobby, I had announced that although I wouldn't pay any fines, I would happily serve a community service sentence. Some liberty activists questioned this approach, but I did it so that if people like Robert wanted to know why I was triggering taxpayer expense, I could tell them I wasn't. And that's exactly what I tell him. The authorities chose to put me in jail when they could have simply gotten labor out of me, or left me alone in that lobby. I don't know if this approach wins everyone over, but it seemed to win Robert over.
Kind of scruffy looking today, just got out of this jail, and so to my surprise, I have a live signal here.
Now, just minutes out of jail, my camera is returned, and I'm able to begin broadcasting again.
I came out to see you freed. We missed you a lot.
But the day is to become memorable for one more thing. Hours after these pictures are taken, I enter one of the Free Staters' hangouts in Keene. When I walk through the front door, there are at least 30 of us there, but I am greeted by a roar of applause that seems to sound more like 100. Of all the moving experiences I've ever had, this one is in the top 10. The harder the authorities push down on our spring, the more energy it has and the higher it flies when they let it go.